Oh, sorry.
You ran too fast. I could not catch.
You want to get into training? But my head was bursting. I had to get out. When you said you were coming to England, I got visions of fields of primroses, distant hills, packets of pumpernickel, fires blazing in a homely hearth, Beethoven on the third, all the trappings of a quiet, civilized life. And here you are, my dear Germanic beauty, confined in a London bedsitter with an impecunious teacher with claustrophobic tendencies and a fear of old ladies and cats who play the desert song.
I like London.
Well, it has its points, but Mrs. Lawson's bedsitter house in Barons Court is not one of them. I suppose I want things too quickly, that's my trouble. I dream about how I want things to be, but the dreams take too long to happen.
You said a beginning.
Let things take their time, my mother says. You can't have everything at once.
We have the moon.
Yes, my lovely. We have the moon. And so is he, lonely perisher. I'll help you with your English, Gert. Get you cracking so you can get a job and then, well, who knows? We'll have that fine, airy, spacious house yet.
You talk on and on. I cannot understand. We shall make so good together, Tim. We have a time to be together.
I suspect the third floor double of throwing a party.
Really?
Well, something's going on. There's endless boys trooping upstairs.
What, no young ladies?
No, just boys.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, damn, I've caught the hem. Oh, damn! I expressly specify no parties when I let these rooms.
Oh, live, Dotty.
Well, don't call me Dotty.
Well, you are a bit, aren't you?
Oh, hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on.
There we are.
I'd be lost without you.
Yes, I suppose you would, really.
I can't have the place turned into a den of you-know-what, Miss Gray. Turn in her grave.
She'd love it. She was a very lively old lady with a wicked look in her eye.
I only met her once. Then she was bedridden.
I didn't quench the look in her eye. I bet she's seen a few things in her time. I mean, look at Miss Gardner.
I'd rather not.
Couple of gay old theatricals.
Known Miss Gardner for longer than I care to remember, and Miss Gray. You know about them that I don't think. Well?
I did not, but...
Come on in, my dear. Come on, come in.
Oh, so kind.
Well?
They are rather going it.
What?
Talking and laughing. The young couple in the third floor.
Oh.
Is there a rule against laughing, then?
Oh, they'll be singing next. Oh, quite like old times. I'd like to have invited them up with me, play for them. Young people do enjoy music, so...
I'll speak to them.
Oh, but I didn't mean... Oh, don't upset them. Oh, dear. Have I...
They had it coming, Miss Gardner. Against the rules.
Shame.
Oh, hello.
I'm afraid I can't have this.
Pardon?
I do not permit tenants to give parties in their rooms.
Oh, it isn't a party, it's a meeting. Electronic club from school. We've just formed. And there's no available classroom because of night school, so
I see.
And anyway, even if it was a party, what's wrong with that?
I do not permit parties or meetings or noisy gatherings for any purpose whatsoever.
I pay for this room, Mrs. Lawson. I pay very well.
It is one of my few rules, Mr. Price, and I'm afraid if it doesn't suit you, you'll have to look for another place.
Vicious old bag. No, not you, lovely old friend in the basement.
I know.
I shall continue to bring the boys here, of course. We shall continue to hold our meetings, and she can whistle.
Tonight I have a pupil.
Oh, hell.
Oh, but Tim, you...
All right, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
What do you have to do?
Oh, you'll never be any good. You've no gift at all for languages. You know your maths, but your English is terrible.
Time is going, Tim.
Never been known to stand still, has it?
You have to dress, yeah?
I used to love teaching. I enjoy passing on my knowledge, as you might say. But now, seems like something's draining away.
Und es zeigte sich, dass sie lang, dünn und von Berufswegen die Uniformen der Feldgendarmerie trugen.
So, it is the end.
Oh, no. 2 more pages yet to the end of the chapter.
The end, Miss Bolster, of this lesson, yeah?
Oh, yes. How time flies. I do so like Mr. Grass. So virile. And so exciting to read him in the original.
You would have some coffee?
Oh, yes, that would be lovely. Cozy here, aren't you?
Oh, when it is warm, not bad.
Oh, sorry.
No, we are at the end. Miss Bolster, Timothy, my husband.
Hello.
I was just saying to your wife, Mr. Grass.
No price.
No,
Oh, I get you. What's wrong with the fire?
No change.
Ah, no change.
nor me.
Still, you won't be here much longer, will you? Soon you'll be off to your spacious bed-sitter, with your very own gas fire, your bed in the alcove, and macaroni cheese out of a lovely tin.
I live in East Sheen, Mr. Price, with my mother.
Lucky you. Dinner will be waiting. A fire roaring in the grate.
Tim.
Well, I suppose I must be going. Thank you, Mrs. Price. A most interesting lesson. Now we're in the common market, I think it behoves us all to improve our grasp of the European languages, don't you?
I do indeed, Miss Bolster. Well, there you are. Goodbye.
Auf Wiedersehen, Frau Price.
Auf Wiedersehen.
What's for supper?
Sausage.
German?
English.
Well, I hope you're going to give me more than just one, then. Well, I'll get some change for the fire. Can you give me some money?
You have none?
I went to the pictures. Well, what else could I do? You can't sit on a park bench in this weather, can you?
I have not much.
I feel like a naughty little boy. I shall give it up.
Yes,
This
yes,
London lark.
yes.
It costs money just to breathe here. I can't keep up with it. I can't afford my dreams and you. Look, I'm getting so I can't concentrate. I keep thinking about finding rooms, bigger and better rooms, more... I'm going bloody balmy. Can we afford this? Can we afford that? Did you get that job?
No. In Germany.
Oh, yes, in Germany it would all be different. You can work, I can research.
In Germany, you were not like this.
I wasn't trying to live in London. I wasn't trying to equate my dreams to a foul bed-sitter, to save for the proverbial home, to keep my girl.
I am not a kept girl. I try to get work.
I know a school where you look out onto the hills when you come out of the door. It's a good school. Bright kids. Well, there's no teacher shortage, of course, but I reckon they'll have me if I apply. Well, a good science teacher's always in demand. I know that one of the staff is retiring this summer, and they give preference to Welshmen. I could get in there. Yeah, I could get in there. And there's still cottages to be had. Oh, we'd find something. Somehow. Well, at least we'd have the fresh air. Well, I can't let you... I mean, we must consider ourselves. Of course, I won't be needed. I shall just slide into a quiet, humdrum, non-challenging routine. But at least I'll have the hills. And you. Oh, hell.
But the incident
The gas has unobligingly run out.
And I keep a supply of change. Please come in.
Thank you.
Oh, how nice to have a man about the place.
Oh, I can't stay.
Oh, of course not. Have you eaten?
No, not yet.
Good, good. You can join me in a little sherry. Or would you rather have something stronger? Scotch?
Smashing. You've been here quite a while, then.
I came with the house.
Pardon?
The house was left to Mrs. Lawson, and me with it. Along with any cat I might happen to have. Chin-chin.
Oh, yes, cheers.
Curious thing to be listed and left like a bit of furniture. But Miss Gray, who left the house, and me...
And the cat?
Yes. We were friends from ages back. We were theatrical.
The Desert Song?
Toured it for years.
Ah.
There.
Oh, thank you. Thanks.
Have some coffee, too.
Well, it's...
Oh, do have some coffee. I know it's all wrong before dinner, but it's so friendly, don't you think?
Okay.
Oh, good, good.
Every luxury.
Oh, I've gathered a few things as the years have passed. One does, you know. And I do think that freshly ground coffee makes life just that little bit more civilized. We used to make it backstage, Junior and me. And the smell used to waft round the auditorium. And then there was a time we made jam. Strawberries were so plentiful that year. But the producer was very cross. Because we were giving the bells at the time. And it was hardly the appropriate smell when Matthias made his entrance from the snow. Would you like it strong?
Pardon?
Coffee.
Oh, strong and black, please.
Oh, splendid. Oh, I haven't talked so much in years. It's so stimulating to have young companionship.
It's nice and warm up here.
Oh, I couldn't be cold. I keep the fire going. I don't have a meter. I'm not really a true lodger. Mrs. Lawson looks upon me as a sort of parasite, and in a way I am. But I don't worry. It was me who told Miss Gray to leave the house. Otherwise it would have come to me. And I don't want that responsibility at my time of life. And then there's all that thing about making a will. I had enough of that malarkey when Jeannie made hers.
You turned down the chance of a house and a home of your own?
But I have my home here. It's all I need. And on a clear day, I can see you right across London. And I like that. You're not a Londoner, of course.
No, but I've always wanted to come here. Always thought I'd like to live here and teach here.
Oh, I love London. Everything happens here. Of course, it's got very noisy these years past, but it's still London. And you know, I like noise. It sort of makes me feel I'm here, if you know what I mean. Makes me realize I exist. My life is very quiet these days. But London has its problems, I must admit. It can be cruel. Not sympathetic to dreams. Some dreams.
I had this curious idea, you see. Or this ridiculous dream, if you like, that I should teach where I'm needed. An altruistic notion that my knowledge, my gifts, should be bestowed on the underprivileged. I'm not just being vain. I have a good degree and a vocation for teaching, truly.
Oh, I'm sure you have.
But you see, London's so expensive, so suffocating, and my... Oh, well, I am vain. Vain and ambitious.
There's nothing wrong with ambition, is there?
Well, it's all pricked and deflated. So now all I want is a school with the hills behind it, and a cottage with roses round the door and...
The patter of tiny feet.
Oh, God, yes. Look, please understand, I have my girl and I want a home for her. And I am a fool. It's a case of two pressures in opposition. She's a super girl, you know.
Oh, she's most attractive.
Yes. Yes, she is, isn't she? And intelligent. No, she's great. Great. And I love my work and... So here am I, in a warm room, comfortable and relaxed, pouring out my troubles to a sympathetic ear, while she's down there shivering.
Oh, I didn't realize.
No money for the meter, see? Dreaming of her Germanic comforts which I refuse to take advantage of. So would you say that I was a selfish hog? Pandering to ideas, to half-baked altruism? You see, Gertie would quite happily stay in this hovel. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, do go on. You were saying, this hovel.
Well, she'd happily stay here and put up with all the inconveniences. I know she would, but... Well, I refuse. I totally refuse to see our relationship whittled away by petty frustrations and mean living. It'd be death.
So, either way, you're a martyr.
Yes. That's a crushing thought, isn't it? You're no fool, are you?
I've been around a long time, my dear.
So you can see I have the problem. You can understand.
Yes, I can. I can see it all quite clearly. Well, path of true love never did run smooth. It seems to me that what you needed was someone more settled. Older, if you like. Not given to romantic hang-ups.
Hang-ups. Is there a man?
No, hardly, no. As I see it, you and Mr. Price have just got off on the wrong foot. I mean, take someone like me, for example. I've got over all that dreamy business. I can look facts straight in the face and see exactly which side my bread's buttered. But at your time of life, you should be trying things out. Meeting people. Learning about... Ah, Mr. Price. Just checking the plumbing. They cut the water off this afternoon, just making sure it's all running smoothly again. No air, locks, etc. Oh, I put a coin in the meter. Your good lady was cold. I don't like to see the fair sex suffer.
How much do I owe you?
No. Let me be generous. It's good for my soul.
He's nice.
He's bloody randy, if you ask me.
Yes.
Yes. There's me, thinking you're alone and suffering from the cold. I come back to find you entertaining a man.
Yes. And Miss Gardner?
Touché. She gave me coffee and drinks. Apparently, I'm a two-sided martyr, my love. And there's a mathematical conundrum for you. If I go, or if I stay.
It is I who go. It is I who go back. I've been thinking, Tim. We've met too soon.
You want to leave me?
Oh, it is not our time. We need to... What did he say, this man? To meet and to make with many people. If we had met in 10 years' future...
Some other bloke would have grabbed you by then.
What I'm trying to say is, if you go to this place, these hills, with me, you will not be what you are. And if you stay here with me, you will become something else. I must go. I want you to be as you are. But these are the things.
Oh, hell. Oh, heck. Look, I ballsed it up. Well, you're not going to go, really? You're my wife. We want to be together. Work together. Live together, eh? Look, not another word, Brunhilde. You cook those bloody sausages before I return to the tender embraces of Miss Gardner, her strong coffee, and the desert song.
Come.
I heard you come in, my dear. I thought I might offer you some coffee, but I see you have a drink. Packing?
I go.
And your husband?
I think not. Perhaps later.
To Germany?
Yeah. In Germany, I can better my English.
Of course. The end of dreams. But perhaps he'll follow you there. He does love you, doesn't he? Such a nice young man. I took to him straight away. Must you go, my dear? Yes. Yes, of course you must. I understand. But I wouldn't have the courage myself. I'd drag on with him, close my eyes to his dilemma, accept a dwindling relationship. But then I'm old and given over to compromise. What a good gal you are. Well, have a good journey. No, no, hardly the place. Goodbye.
Gertrud? Oh, hell.
Yes? I'm so sorry. I rang the room and no reply. Actually, I see the nameplate is gone. I wonder if you could help me. I have an appointment for a German lesson. I was getting on so well with Mr. Grass.
I'm sorry. There's nobody of that name here.